First main event of the day coming to the track now. Connolly's got them all lined up. One rider taking off a little bit early. We're just going to push him back. Still learning. This is the first class you would race coming into flat track. Just getting a little excited, ready to go race. Let's try this again. Connolly lines him up, gives him the laps, and we're off. Cory Texter, we said earlier, he needed to get a better start, and he does. Able to grab the hole shot on Mandiola. Let's see if Mandiola is able to run down Texter. Earlier, we saw the reverse order, but Mandiola had a bigger lead going through 1 and 2 than Texter does right now. Mandiola is right on Texter's back wheel. We'll see who's got the faster bike this time by. It's looking like Mandiola has got a little bit something going on down the back straightaway. Able to get by Cory Texter there. Cruz is going back for it. Around the outside, doing it the hard way. Let's see if Mandiola is able to figure something out again. Cory Texter as low as he can possibly go there off of turn 4. Mandiola's got some straightaway speed. Cory Texter's going to really have to figure something out and do it the hard way here. Mandiola's been able to pass him 2 times down the straightaway. Texter not able to get around in the corner. He was able to make the pass through 3 and 4 last time by, but right now it's still going to be Mandiola down the back straightaway.
Cruz has to stay on that rear wheel of Mandiola to make this happen. And as he came through 3 and 4 last time, he shut the door on Mandiola coming out of turn 4. And then back in the old days of super bikers, which I'm dating myself a little bit, he looked left, Mandiola went right, kind of like Magoo Chandler and I believe it was Steve Wise at the time. And Mandiola went on the outside. Right now, Cruz is going to do everything he can to stay with him because that number 66, Mandiola's got some straightaway speed.
Cruz was able to stay a little bit closer there down the straightaway, tucking in as low as he can go, doing everything he can do. Both Mandiola and Cruz 7 years old. So far, it looks like Mandiola's got the advantage down the straightaway. Cruz able to have the advantage through 3 and 4, but yet to be able to seal the deal since the first lap around. Let's see if Cruz is able to finish it off here through 3 and 4, but loses a little bit of ground there down the back straightaway. Not quite as close, but look at that. Mandiola goes up the track a little bit. Cory Texter able to take over the lead through 3 and 4. Cruz is going to have to get creative, though, down these straightaways. He has about a 4 or 5 bike length lead. I guess with these 50s, it's probably closer to 8. But Cruz able to hold the lead down that straightaway. Mandiola runs it down at the end of the straightaway there. Back a little bit further, we've got Wingard in 3rd, Freetag in 4th. Mandiola close enough to potentially take the advantage here down the back straightaway. This is where he's done it all race long, around the outside. Coming up on a lapped rider. Cory Texter goes below. Mandiola goes above. They split him. Cruz has to get up front of him right here. He cannot allow Mandiola to lead down the straightaways. This is some real racecraft right here. Texter looking over. I like the strategy. I'm not sure exactly, but I like it. You have to do something creative when the other rider's bike is that fast down the straightaway.
The only advantage Cruz has right now is one, he's got some really good racecraft, but he can shut the door coming out of turn 4. The horsepower that Mandiola has from turn 4 to the finish line doesn't get up to speed to pass Cruz until they're almost to turn 1. So if Cruz can make the pass, he can actually have the advantage to the checkered, but he's going to have to make it happen. And he's going to have a little bit of gap over Mandiola as they come out for. Right now, they're neck and neck, and we'll see how this shapes up. But as they come down this front straight, you'll see that Cruz looks to the left, Mandiola to the right, and at the flag, they're almost side by side. So Cruz is going to have to find a way to get back around them coming out of turn 4 once again.
Cruz is trying. I mean, he's a very heads-up rider. He knows exactly the advantages that Mandiola has right now down the straightaways. So Cruz is trying to figure something out on these 50s to be able to hold it to the line. He's been able to do it so far, but he's got to keep doing what he's doing through 3 and 4 and leading off of 4. Kind of like mile racing on the 450 in the singles class a little bit. We're going to be coming to the checkered flag. Cory Texter He's going to pinched off a little bit. Not sure if he's able to make the final move on Mandiola. It's a drag race to the finish line. Mandiola with the advantage. It's going to be Mandiola with the win. Cory Texter in second. Kicking his legs, trying to get a little bit more power out of that thing. That's all that CRF 50 had. But, man, what a good race between those two right there.
You know, at the ages of 7 years old, there's a lot of desire and want to win, and there was a lot of racecraft. We saw Cruz taking that 3 and 4 and shutting the door. Mandiola, at 7 years old, took notes and knew what he had to do to get to that checker flag first. And it was by a half a wheel, but at a half a wheel, still a win was the win. And, just got to give credit to Cory Texter for making Mandiola work for that one. But Mandiola comes away with that win. And Wingard rounds out the podium with third place, Alexa Freitag in fourth, Memphis Lennox in fifth, and Elena Palmer in sixth.